Today's Video Minute is brought to you by Best Card, the KDA's simple, secure, and trusted endorsement for your practice's credit card processing needs. I'm Executive Director Kevin Robertson, and this is the KDA Video Minute for Friday, February 22nd. Well, the first thing we want to talk about today is the Kansas legislature. So next week is our first major deadline with the Kansas legislature. It's the deadline for bills to be out of their House of Origin. So the KDA has a couple bills we've been working on. First of all, House Bill 2307 is the bill that has to do with non-covered services. We're tweaking the definition of a non-covered service so that a non-covered service would include once that patient reaches their maximum benefit, they would now be non-covered. It would also make it so it would be illegal for a contract to include de minimis amounts of coverage to kind of circumvent the non-covered services law. So those things are in there, as well as a provision that makes it illegal for a contract to have that opt-in versus opt-out, or actually opt-out versus opt-in, so that when you have contract changes with your, if you're in network and the insurance carrier has a change in that contract, you wouldn't be allowed just to passively opt in by not doing anything. You would have to actually sign that new contract and take an active acceptance of those contracts. So the hearing on that was just on Wednesday afternoon. Dr. Dave Hamill, Dr. Mark Trillo, Dr. Melody Armfield, as well as Matt Standridge, all testified in favor of that, along with myself. Of course, insurance companies, as you might expect, did testify against that. Right now, we're working with the committee chair, Brenda Landwehr, in the House of Human Services to get that bill voted on, and it's really critical that we get that done. So contact your legislators and let them know that you support House Bill 2307. The other bill that had to do with state employee health plans, as far as requiring assignment of benefit, we've talked about this before, certainly at Dental Day. That bill is not looking like we're going to be able to get a hearing on that bill, so we've tried really hard to push that. The timeline is just such that we couldn't make it happen, so we'll tee that bill up again next year and try to move forward with that. A couple other bills that we're very interested in has to do with the corporate practice of medicine. That bill is going to be debated on Monday in committee. It's a bill that's very concerning to us. It does not specifically cover dental right now, but it would allow any business entity, defined very broadly, any business entity to own a medical practice. So we're very concerned about that, talking to committee members. So those same members that are on the House Health and Human Services Committee, if you'd like to talk to them about the corporate practice of medicine, we'd be certainly interested, or it would be encourage you to talk to them about your opposition to corporate practice of medicine, obviously in dentistry as well. I want to remind everyone that just about a month away is the UMKC Midwest Dental Conference. KDA will have some meetings during that. We'll have a hospitality suite that will be open to all our members on the Friday night and Saturday after our annual meeting. We'll be having a Board of Delegates meeting on Friday afternoon during lunch. We'll be having our General Assembly annual meeting on Saturday during lunch, so we'd really like you to be there. The Real World Transition Brunch will be Friday morning. So lots of activities that the KDA will be participating in and involved in addition to the wonderful CE that UMKC offers. As we move into April this year, the Kansas Mission of Mercy is a little bit later than normal. It'll be April 26th and 27th down in Pittsburg. Just about a week ago, we sent out the information on the hotel rooms for KMOM. The casino, the Kansas Crossing casino rooms have already been booked up. You can kind of keep taking a look, maybe something will open up, but take a look at the other hotels as options. And obviously you can still head down to the casino if you want to, but those rooms, as I understand it, have been booked, and that block is sold out. Also, as we move into the early part of the summer, into June, is our Kansas Dental Association Annual Summer Getaway. This year the getaway is in Chicago. Again, be looking for registration for that, and because we'd love to have you there. So kind of be looking out here for the next few months at the different opportunities that KDA has to offer. Please continue to stay engaged in the legislative process, and we'll keep you informed. Thank you for this edition of the Video Minute, and we'll talk to you next week.